A difficult few weeks as it has for so many people, but in particular our brand new Queen consort Camilla. As you can imagine, she's had to realign herself with so many different things in her life. And earlier this year, of course, she just reached the wonderful age of 75, which was celebrated with a documentary. And of course, she'd been a guest editor of Country Life magazine, which, as she jokingly pointed out to me, has now become a bestseller, even beating her husband, King Charles III. That's how cheeky Camilla is. But you can understand, that she's gone through a lot of backlash in her time when you think about it. If you look back at the tabloid headlines, which were relentless in the 90s and early 90s. You could only say that perhaps the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, included so much battering on a daily basis. A lot of people say, well, the same thing happened, of course, to the late beautiful Princess Diana. But as we found out, Diana's sort of backlash was a lot to do with herself and her being in collusion with a lot of the media. And I know this firsthand. She did make personal contact. So it's difficult, isn't it, when you first decide to join the monarchy, or indeed, you fall in love with one of the royals and then you are, part of the family. You've got to find your own way. Must be very daunting, because even if you look at Catherine, it's taken her a long time. As she pointed out the other day, she can't believe that her and William have been together 20 years. Where's that gone? That's right, when you think about 20 years, long time. So you can understand, when you look back at this particular story, how Camilla was, wanting to be very ingratiating, helpful, kind and considerate when a brand new member entered the family. And that member, of course, was none other than the cable TV actress Meghan Markle. Now, what's coming to light is this, it's interesting to note because, as I say, Camilla went through a terrible time herself and had to find her own direction. Not easy, as many people found out. So when she reached out to Meghan, she basically offered a hand of friendship, the phone calls, anything she needed, what did she need to learn, do, all of that sort of stuff. All the things that Meghan claimed that were never offered, like, learning the national anthem, what to wear, curtsying, they were all offered directly by Camilla. As ever, we have to say allegedly. But, I've met her and I can see she's a kind lady who would reach out to someone in need. But it's interesting what's come to light, because apparently what happened was when they first sort of got together and, a few subsequent meetings, that sort of stuff, when Camilla offered the hand of friendship and explained how, what royal life was about, media, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, etc. Apparently Meghan, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, sort of snapped back and said, it's fine, I got this. I come from this background, I know exactly what to do. So that was just being shut down, and according to a very good source, Camilla tried a few more times but realised that her services were simply not required, not responded to. Now, when you think about it, just how useful could Camilla have been for Meghan to navigate the choppy waters of royal life? But seemingly, according to that very good source close to Camilla, she was just left dumbfounded, hurt, and at points a little bit tearful because she could see what was going wrong but seemed powerless to help. Reaching out, of course, to the ones close, Prince Harry, he too pointed out that Meghan knew this game better than anybody, as ever, allegedly. So as you can see, when you look at the Harry and Meghan saga, many of it is their own doing, because many people along the way truly did try and reach out and offer the hand of friendship, kindness and experience. Seemingly now, though, perhaps they may rethink exactly those people that they turned away in a very kind gesture. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.